So I was thinking of the law of attraction, and I don't know why, I've been watching some things about the law of attraction, but I was thinking about how on my best friend's YouTube, one of my best friends, so I have three, I just put up 5, whatever. Anyways, I talked about that I went up to this guy at the gym and I like gave him a high five basically about his weight loss and that he was inspirational to me. And that's not part of my personality because I feel that I'm awkward, but I'm not. I just feel that way. And today I talked about in a previous video how people come up to me and say how I inspired them. And ta-da! It like proves my point that what you put out in the world you get back. And I know it's like a crazy concept to think of it like, of course that's how it is, but no, for real. Like, I know that you do good, whatever, but literally you get back what you put out. And in turn, those people came up to me and, said how I inspired them, and they'll get that back in their life because they stepped out of their comfort zone or just did something nice for somebody else. And it doesn't mean that bad things don't happen to people, because unexpected bad things happen to everybody, but it's how you react to those situations, and how you look at the situations and how you decide to deal with it. And everything's a choice in life, it is. It's a choice you chose in past. You have to be aware of your part in everything. But anyways, that's kind of on another tangent. But yeah, it's just like proves my point more. I just started thinking how it's a ripple effect. Like, where are our ripple effects? Everything you put out, you have a mirror effect of these things. It's amazing how when you realize this, it's like if I put out good. Now, I'm not saying that there's some people that will put out good and put out good and put out good, and they will still be put in bad situations, or bad situations seem to occur. But when you look at that situation and you step back and go, okay, what is going on here? There is a lesson in this situation that I'm not learning, and that's why it keeps coming back to me, because it's happened to me. Like, I never thought I was good enough for my mom. Like, everything I did was never good enough to keep her from drinking. Sorry, that music's super loud. Alexa, pause. So anyways, so I never felt like I was good enough for my mom. Anything I did, if I tried to clean the house or whatever it was, I was not good enough. It wasn't good enough for her, and it wasn't good enough for her to stay sober. And I don't know if that's a lesson or something that she imprinted on me. I don't think she ever intentionally ever meant to do that, but that is something that I've always thought. I always thought I was not good enough for anybody. And I've always have been trying to prove it to myself and everybody else. And I found my husband, and he is very, very safe and loving and loyal and great. And he didn't intentionally make me feel not good enough. I don't think that was his intention at all, but that's his personality. It's the way that he looks at everything. He's critical, he's very analytical, and so he's going to find the problem in a situation and try to correct it. So in life, he looks at things like that. So instead of coming into a room and saying, oh, it's so beautiful, you work so hard on cleaning it or whatever, he's going to say what's not good about it. And that would make me feel not good enough. And other situations when we were in our relationship when we were younger, it just made me not feel like I was good enough. And even though that wasn't intentional, it was. And then there's other things that I'm always trying to prove that I'm good enough for other people, or the best at. I'm always trying to prove that. So in turn, this is a lesson of mine that I haven't learned. Like, I'm going to keep getting that lesson until I set boundaries, or, like, guess what? I'm going to keep learning that lesson until I decide to love myself. And when I love myself to the fullest, in turn, it doesn't matter, because I'm good enough for me. And so I'll be good enough for everybody else. So it just, I don't know. It's different. Like the law of attraction, all this shit is like for real, for real. And I feel stupid, like I didn't, like, does everybody else know this? And I'm just late to the game. I mean, I know that, you know, karma's a bitch. And, I mean, we see it every day. I have friends and non-friends that I see karmic stuff happening to. And not that I want that stuff to happen to them, but it's, we put out stuff, we get it back. If we believe something to be true, it is. We'll keep learning lessons over and over again until we actually fucking deal with them. I'm telling you, people, it's amazing shit that I just come up with in my head. Yes, I know I'm crazy. I got it. I'm talking to myself on video right now. So I'm a little bit batshit crazy, but whatever. Again, there is a beauty in not giving a shit if anybody ever sees this or if anybody cares. Because there might be one person that sees it and is like, dude, I relate with you. Like, I get it. We're on the same, or maybe it just helps them, whatever. Anyways, holler for $1.